Hey guys, Robbie. I got a special guest here to say something.
Greetings, this is Wonder Woman. You are watching Pros versus Noobs.
Actually, Wendy, that's supposed to be Pro teaches noobs. I know you like how to do, you like to do fighting and everything, but not everything's always.
And today, this is Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. We're going to teach you how pros do things. They do it better than their brother. They're about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot, Azula.
Yeah, noobs are just twerps and they all need to go to bed. They sure are. I can't stand a noob. You know who's a noob? Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I can't stand that guy. But he is my best friend, so whatever.
Oh, way to go, Mandy. So, yeah. What they said. Welcome to Pro Teaches Noobs. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noobs. Today I have with me Pika.
Hey.
And today we're continuing our Kingdom Come coverage with the Kingdom, which was the follow-up, which was back when DC was doing all those fifth week events, although this was one of the more self-contained ones. Yeah, but beforehand, what started up leading up to it was New Year's Evil GOG, which would be the prelude for everything. Unfortunately, that's not on DC Universe Infinite, but the rest is.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is where we find about a young boy, one of the sole survivor of Kansas.
Yo, this was the From Our Worlds at War.
Well, no, that would lead to Chuck Austin's version of it, where he did that in the brought it to the main universe.
Ah.
Yeah, this is what happened beforehand. And if you notice, this was in 98. That was well before Our Worlds at War.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was the case also when they did it, Our Worlds at War. There was no plans on it being the GOG. That was Chuck Austin taking the, playing off of it. But yeah, there he is. He is the one. We are agreed then. Yes. Have we any hope of altering the course of Earth's cataclysmic fate? It lies with him. He shall be our agent. His journey shall require a map. Within this scroll, we foreplace the details of every event that led to Kansas' destruction, and the power to change those events and change the world. What shall my role be? You, stranger, will deliver to our agent his task. He is no longer a mere child, incapable of action. We now know him to be an adult, already on a mission of his own. Easy, my friend. Drink and be well. Thank you, Minister William. No, thank the Lord. Minister William, is it? Minister, I'm a reporter with the Daily Planet. I couldn't help overhearing. Do you actually preach a gospel based on Superman? I spread his word, yes, throughout his land. Look at it. It's magnificent. Now, this is obviously, given how old he is, years after Kingdom Come already.
Obviously, yeah.
Yep, this wonderful world in which we live, this utopia, this golden age, it is his gift, his reward. Surrender your faith unto Superman, and unto you he will deliver. Really? Tell me more. Minister, you're old enough to remember a time before the Enlightenment. It sounds as if you have a rather unique take on the Kansas incident that sparked it. Your memories of Kansas are of a great spiritual awakening. Approximately 20 years into the new millennium, Superman tested our faith. He and his disciples disappeared. In their absence, the world was overrun by false prophets, champions whose nihilistic carelessness cost the world 1 million lives in Kansas alone. Those of us who rejected them, who maintained the true faith, were then rewarded when Superman arose to pull the world back from the brink of nuclear destruction. He reminded us that we cannot abide the villainy of false prophets. There is no greater evil than theirs, for they will surely lead us to damnation. That's an interesting interpretation, Minister. Aren't school children taught exactly the opposite of your philosophy? How do you answer those who say, as beloved as Superman is, that the Kansas incident came about not as his test, but because he once abandoned us? That's the reason he walks among us even today as an equal. It's an atonement for his sins. Kansas destroyed. Orphan boy's sole witness to the cataclysm. That's an interesting theory, an interesting interpretation. Superman is above sin. He is divine. Even now, he moves among us as an example of perfection, watching over me, over you, us. I said us. No, we can never hope to equal him, only to be inspired by him. His word is simple. There is a right and a wrong in the universe, and that distinction is not hard to make. Do right by all. Whether you believe in his divinity or not, it is a good message. He chose me to preach it in this faceless time, and preach it I shall, here, beginning tomorrow. It's taken me a lifetime, but I've constructed a house of worship. I only pray he finds it worthy. Tell the world about it, Mr. Olsen. Olsen. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to accomplish. So he's a nut. Not at all. He's passionate. Maybe we should all be that nuts. To be honest, I feel for him. He's a good man, and his heart's as big as the world. But he's riding for a fall someday. Someone's going to show him the light. And he changes the course of mighty rivers and bends steels in his bare hand. His kingdom come, his will be done. For his is the truth and the justice and the... William, we have to talk. My God, it's you. Yes, William, it is. I've been hearing about you lately. Only lately? I remember you. You're the boy from Kansas. When it exploded 20 years ago, that drew me out of retirement. Immediately, I went looking for survivors. I found only you, wandering the periphery of the blast, lost and alone. I dropped you off at a Nebraska hospital on my way back to Metropolis. You were treated for radiation poisoning and eventually released. You've grown up well. You do good things. Thank you. I just don't understand why, after 1 million died in cancer, what you would do this in my name. Because they gave their lives for a reason, of course. It was your will. Yes, I saw unspeakable horrors. I lost everything I knew. I wandered lost and alone, and I survived only because I realized the truth. That nothing so catastrophic could have occurred so senselessly. Kansas was your test of faith, and I passed. That's why you chose me alone to be your messenger. And I have labored hard to earn that trust, Superman. William, I didn't choose you. What happened to Kansas? It wasn't my will. It was my fault. What? I had retired. I turned away from serving mortal men when I thought they no longer embraced the same virtues I did. Because I left others, others were able to rise to power. I failed you, William. They took Kansas, not because I wanted them to, but because I wasn't there to stop them. My peers and I have placed ourselves above humanity, and humanity led us. As a result, the world was nearly destroyed by our inability to work together. We will never make that error again. We will forevermore work with you, within society. That is our vow. I'm not a god, William. I didn't single you out because you're special. You were lucky. It's only human to want to find sense in a senseless tragedy. But sometimes it isn't there. I'm not special. Everyone is special, William. Oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a sec.
Yep.
I think things are freezing on my end. Hold on.
So just to make it clear, this is still the same explosion that happened when Parasite cracked open.
Yep. Captain Atom.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Come on. Give it a moment. Sometimes my computer freezes up and then...
Okay. While you do that, I'll check that I just saw Hana running on the kitchen table. And...
yeah, that happens once in a while. My computer just freezes up and then it takes a while for it to catch up.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was that explosion, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, from the bottom of my heart, I ask your forgiveness. I made a mistake. I underestimated my role and my influence on mankind. It is an error, and I will probably always make. I will never finish paying for. And I'm not a true prophet, William. I'm sorry. So what do you think about this? This guy, trying to find sense in senselessness, but ended up setting himself up for a big fall.
I think there are some steps in his life in how we got this far with it.
Yeah.
Like, how did he go through those
Right.
all those other years after that? And okay, he was probably too young to probably even realize that the entire events of Kingdom Come were happening around him.
Yeah, but yeah, how could he have gone through all that and not eventually find out the truth? Although, well, to be fair, someone did try, and Olsen did try to tell him the truth, and he just took it as an interpretation.
Yeah.
So that's probably what happened. Anytime someone tried to tell him, he dismissed it as like, no, but it took hearing it from the man himself for him to finally believe.
Yeah.
And then he burns it. Why is he here then? Tell me what to believe. What? Get away from me, man. What does he want with us? I don't know. I have nothing. I have nothing. Please give me something. Tell me something. Tell me what to do. Olsen was right. He headed for a fall. A bad fall.
Yeah.
What is history, knowledge, purpose? Now this is where we get all the history leading up. The starting of everything, even the hint of when I was Nightwing and Starfire. But okay, this one, it's clear Mark Waid really regretted it, implying Lois died from the Joker gas.
Yeah.
Now Luthor take out Savannah. I guess that's Wally being aggressive to his son.
And being probably turned into the exile form.
Yep.
Diana being dethroned.
Well, no, this is her. Yeah, probably. I think that's what to be Jean or Superman in Kansas.
Yeah.
Now this, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Probably just some random thing with Superman Lex.
And then there's
Captain Adams of Evolution.
Yeah, and Proto Damien being born.
Yep.
With in Ross.
This, whatever his name is, this, whatever.
Ibn al-Shufaq.
Yeah.
That's how I managed to pronounce it when I did the Batman and Sons of Batman video.
Right. The visions, to dreams. What have I seen? Dominoes. The hundreds of actions. Some large, some small, some clear, some cryptic, all of which led to the destruction of Kansas. The true role of Superman and his peers in the catechism that defines your life. You've been granted the power to manipulate those events. You can now change history, avert tragedy. There is a right and a wrong in the universe, and that distinction is not hard to make. You are a good man. You now know the rights and wrongs of all of them. Are you prepared to act upon them? Oh, yes. Then your purpose is clear. You are to Metropolis to London, gentlemen. We're almost there. And now we're waiting on for Green Lantern. He's bringing the Prometheum pylons we need. Until then, tell the men to take a break. We've worked hard today, Anne. I know that heartbeat. William, you're still troubled. I'm glad you found me. You've come for help, advice, judgment.
You didn't see that he was dressed as Magog?
Yeah, no, he's dressed as Gog, but yeah, similar to Magog.
But he didn't recognize the similarity of his attire.
Probably. Who knows? He's probably like, you're still well, he said you're still troubled, so he probably realized like, okay, something's up. You want to talk? But yeah, he's being too casual. Now I know you did the truth. You tricked me into believing your lies, into telling others that you are a savior, that you wouldn't let evil befall us. Of course you wouldn't. You didn't want the competition. How? How could I forget? We cannot abide the villainy of false prophets, for there is no greater evil than theirs, than yours. I was blind, but now I see. You are the ultimate evil of legend, a winged creature alien to us, cast out of paradise like a star falling from the sky. A being persuasive and charismatic of tremendous power, posing as a godsend so as to sway men's spirits to his teachings. A beast identified by one distinctive mark. A beast whose subversive utmost goal is Armageddon. You are clever, Superman. Despite your meticulous planning, you were once thwarted of that goal. But devil that you are, you snatched trust from the jaws of defeat. You and your disciples feigned humility in order to trick us into embracing you more firmly, into allowing you to walk among us as one of us, so that you might steer us towards our final end, from whence even as we celebrate your presence, and now you are gone. But even in death, your insidious touch taints everyone and everything in this remade kingdom of yours. To make it clean again, we must go back and expose your darkness before it takes root. I shall show the world the depths of your evil by linking you clearly to the cataclysm you allowed. You escaped blame for the horrors of Kansas only because it happened after you were tired. That Superman can be changed. This cannot be right. Sadly typical. The human mind is often incapable of comprehending the wisdom of gods. It is entirely likely that the vastness of our knowledge has tainted him with his madness. And so he has interpreted your wisdom to fill the emptiness of his own soul. You have done the unthinkable. You create someone who hates Superman. If he's to be your agent of change, he is hardly fit for the task. On the contrary, he's now perfectly equipped. How? He is now an angel of rage and vengeance. You heard him. Not only will he not prevent the tragedy of Kansas, he plans to accelerate it. Exactly. Oh? So what do you think about this was Gog? Tragic to a point, but let's be honest, it's not surprising.
Still lashing out without having properly comprehended what
he's gone the opposite direction.
Yeah, if Phantom Stranger had not appeared and given the road map to him, he would probably taken some time, a lot of time, obviously, but eventually calmed down and thought about more peaceful resolution.
Or he might have become a complete psycho. Either way.
Either or.
But this, they gave him the power and everything. If anyone ever deserved heaven, it was him. A blissful reward. Now, believe it or not, originally the plan for Kingdom Come was supposed to be an alternate Earths too, but that didn't go anywhere. But I think they changed it the last second because clearly they're setting things up here.
Yeah, it was on TV Throws trivia.
Yeah, they mentioned that. But we see Earth 2 Superman. Although, to be fair, I think this is him in his paradise.
Yeah, and here it's the Earth. Now that's the Earth 2 SCO.
Yeah, but look, he's punching the wall. Just like, in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And how many did he get so far? Carry the 4, and the 6, and the 7 is. Maybe it'd be faster to multiply instead. Where am I? Ah, great, another one. Dead man, is that you? Chauffeur to the afterlife, one and the same. Wish I could say I was glad to see you, pal. Now, what's today? But you're a ghost. If I can see you. Today, Clark, a little help here. What's the date? And I must be dead too. That's right, you were murdered, Clarky. Now you're a ghost. Sorry to break it to you. Condolences later. Right now, I gotta know the date you died. Stay with me here. July 10th. Year 2031. Okay, that checks. We've been expecting you. Come on, let me take you on to the others. Others? Who else? Oh, you're in good company, pal. Allow me to introduce you, Mr. July 10th, 2031. July and September 19th, 2038. March 21st, 2033. And December 24th, 2022. And 2027. Welcome to the club.
Huh.
And they're all me. How can you be multiple spirits? How can you be dead when more than once? They're looking into it. Literally. Looking into what? We're pulling our telescopic vision to pierce the time barrier so we can get a glimpse of what's causing this. Okay, join in. See for yourself. What? Look, just in July 19th, 2031. So basically, he's been killing them every day.
Yeah, I think I remember that some.
Yeah, but you're dealing with Mixie at one point, but then, wait a minute, that blast, that was it. What have I? Who are you? My name is God, and I am truth. My staff contains the fire of dozen red suns. Together they burn almost as brightly as my loathing for you. Ah! July 8th. Who are you? My name is Gog, and I am Judgement. Tell me, this metal from your home world, Krypton, is it stronger than your skin, Man of Steel? Ah! Why, yes, it certainly is. July 7th. Who are you? My name is Gog, and I am Punishment, the bomb at your side is of my own invention. When it detonates, it will duplicate down to the molecular level, the most famous explosion in galactic history. The explosion of Krypton. You might want to thank me. This time I didn't kill you. Not immediately, anyway. Well, you'll die all right, but not before you spend the next 1,000 years screaming. Every cell in your body is transformed into living kryptonite. Damn!
Yeah, that's a fate worse than death.
Yep. And some view from up here, huh? Sorry, man. Sorry. And every day, this Gog he's marching back through time, killing me anew every single day. He can't do that. It's a shock, I know. Denial's a natural stage. Roll with it. No, I mean, it's not possible. I don't accept this. The nature of the time paradox, murdering me earlier and earlier throughout my life. By every rule we know, the space-time continuum ought to be hemorrhaging in chaos. And yet it's not. Don't ask me. I just work here. Besides, I've got to get you spirits moving upwards and onwards. Who is this God? Why does he hate me so much? He has murdered me over and over again. He spoke as if we met, but I don't know him. You might try to ask August 11th, 2040. He was the first of you guys to arrive and came here in the worst shape. You got an itch to use your X-ray vision on the capes? I let it go. Urgh. What did he do to you? Uncorked a Kryptonian virus. Who is he? His story intertwines with ours. Think back, Cal. Reflect on the history we share. And basically then we get a summary of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how they gave up and all that, and then about what happened with William. But yeah, and then he's aware of what happened with the Quintessence.
Yeah.
Good God, how could anyone know such anger? I wish it were just anger, but it's strategy as well. He wants to make certain there's no Superman anywhere who can stop him. The Quintessence gave him a mission, Cal, to change history, to accelerate the Kansas disaster and all the tragedy which followed. Buzz is falling out, boys. Let's go. We got more coming in every minute. And why would anyone want Kansas to happen sooner? An excellent question. Now, make it clear we later find out this isn't Phantom Stranger here, but we won't know that till later.
Yeah.
Only which the Quintessence can answer. If the Kansas disaster happened sooner, Zeus, perhaps the superhumans retire. Mortals' faith in them might be forever shattered. Perhaps their need to believe in something will favor the nearly forgotten Olympian gods. If it happens sooner, Gansett, perhaps your Green Lantern of the late 20th century can stop it. Give you influence over a champion whose galactic statue would then eclipse Superman. Boy, that makes Gansett a dick. If it happens sooner, Highfather, perhaps the war between humans and superhumans and sparks will give you what you want. Perhaps this time the battle's explosive would fission the good on Earth safely away from the evil, just as a similar God war divided New Genesis and Apocalypse aeons ago. Makes some sense. If it happens sooner, Wizard, perhaps your beloved Billy Batson will not have to die to stop it. That I buy! Perhaps. How dare you play dice with humanity's fate to favor your own ends? Have you learned nothing? In your infinite wisdom, you have fallen prey to the same arrogance which began this calamity. Like the superhumans, you have positioned yourself above those with whom you share the universe. You speak that way to me. Surely I cannot be held accountable for the action of their agent. And our agent Gansett, you were as responsible for his creation as the rest of us. You chose a specific destination for him. Hardly our fault that in his rage he has chosen a rather gruesome past. Perhaps the gift of godly wisdom and power were too much for a poor mortal to bear. So you have pity for William. How touching the galactic power that found sympathy for a mortal man too late. I ache to leave your company and to set this right, but I dare not. I have no choice but to monitor you forward, to make certain you take no actions to compound this crisis. Still, I must act, and in all time and space of there is only one being who can work as my agent. Now, this is back when Rip Hunter looked like this, like we saw in Zero Hour. Eventually, they would then have him be a completely different character.
Yeah, when they made him be Booster Gold's son.
Well, yeah, well, they did that, but then eventually they showed this version of him, but they gave him a different name.
Yeah.
Jurgens would do that.
Okay.
But basically, yeah, they're trying to figure out about what God. They're trying to stop Gog and everything. But but because he knows something that no one else does, typical, he then disappears. Like there and there. In order to conceal my actions from the linear man, I must seal off a time point, an undetectable shield around the one day in history where that is possible. The one day when it seemed to the world that anything was possible, which was the birth of Clark and Diana's son.
Yep.
I love this, how Clark's hovering on air while she's in labor.
See, wasn't that the thing about some?
What?
When did they make the whole mandate or drop the mandate that you can't go to the parent on Themis? Men can't be on Themyscira, so
I don't know if that existed here.
Yeah, I remember there was that one Teen Titans run where they Beast Boy was brought there, but they couldn't let his feet touch the ground.
Right. Oh, by the way, hold on. Yeah. I do like how they were going to name the child either Martha or Jonathan. I like that. What?
Not sure. Where's the naming tradition come from? That naming your children after your own parents, or giving your children?
Well, to be fair, the parents are dead by this point, at least.
Yeah, but at least it would probably make sense if it's the middle name and not the first name. Like, for example, when you know how Tom King made it so that Bruce's full name is Bruce Thomas Wayne.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a kind of cute name, but there's a whole thing that.
My dad's name is John. My full name is Robert John Willing.
Yeah.
Yep. We would have let you attend. We would have let you attend, Saints, but no. In the first place, childbirth is a private affair between a loving couple. In the second place, Diana's screams are deafening. No regrets, Clark, about me naming me the. We talked about this, Bruce. He or she will be as much your child as ours. But yep, and then this just in, Starman. It's a boy. Hail and this just in, Starman. It's a boy. Hail and healthy. Which sounds like our cue. Ray, Fate, ready? Let's go. Now let's let the whole world know that in every birth we celebrate, every life, that tomorrow hope is born anew, and that love still conquers all. Clark! Fascinating. I had no idea Satan spawned a son. Sisters to arms, our princess needs us. Not really. You know what? Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Superman. After all the times we met, how could I not? But were I you, I'd hold my fire. How is it possible I knew nothing of this little hellspawn urchin? Why is that? No, okay, Diana, really? Okay, she just gave birth, so she's in no place.
Yeah, too weak.
Especially when it's clear that there's a painful one.
She would probably be exhausted after giving birth and not be full strength. The recovery takes like.
There's mama bear instincts, but I think she's too exhausted for even that.
Yeah.
It's all sudden, too.
Yo.
My name is Gog, and I am Retribution most divine. Retribution? You used me, Superman. I surrendered my faith unto you, and in doing so, committed my soul to a false god. You pulled me from the ashes of Kansas. And he realized, William, the beast of holy legend, identified by one distinctive mark. Duh! I alone know your secret, that you allowed the Kansas cataclysm to unfold so that you fix it, so that you can. So, again, the fact you went from, you did the test us to, you did it to torture us.
Yeah, now he's just making up a head canon and taking it as a gospel.
Well, again, he's going to the other extreme. Because remember, he had one extreme, now he's on the other.
Yeah, so you'd say that he's making it up as it goes and doesn't have the self-awareness to realize this.
There's everyone there, and even Atlas. Hey, Atlas is here.
Huh.
That's nice, bringing that character in. And Clark, if you can hear me, it's Bruce. I've dispatched the cavalry and I'm on my way. Let the others handle this, madman. You stay with Diana. There she goes.
Yeah, now she has recovered.
That's probably the adrenaline kicking in.
Yo.
Surely you know the battle value of a shield. I have a clean shard. Nice start. No, you've seen how fast he is. He can put that baby between him and us at the speed of light to make the rescue. We need to make the rescue. We need someone even faster. Oh, but shh. This is for your good, little one. I've saved you from a terrible evil, your future. I realize it's frightening. I know what it's like to be an orphan, but I promise you, what I do for the good of all mankind. This does not concern you. And he's faster than the Flash! But yeah, don't you see? You're all pawns in Superman's game. What?
Yeah, just thinking about Wally was all the just blur in the original series, and now he actually stopped to.
Yep. But yeah, he feigns goodness and humility so as to walk among you unsuspected. Clearly, I can spare no more days punishing the great beast. Instead, I shall show you all the depths of his evil. He escaped the blame for Kansas only because it happened after he retired. I can change it. I should be moving back through time. Why am I not? Because I sealed the time stream to cut your retreat, Gog. You're not going anywhere until we recover the child and put you away. Delise ye babe. Child's protected. Go. That's all, and that's it. For all your power at me, so that I may feed upon it. He's growing. Hunter, stand aside. You have to trust me. Gog is more powerful than all of you combined. Tell me, what would you sacrifice for your son? Anything. Then sacrifice your instincts and stay back. Look out! Wait, what is Power Girl using? Oh wait, this is back when she thought she was an Atlantean.
Oh, okay. Magic, so it's magic.
He's like an army of Superman. No one's bothered to clock and cog speed. But if I use the power of this wristband to stop between nanoseconds, I have to be faster than him. In his madness, God could still snap your child in half before we can restrain him. Once I get the boy, I hope you knock him to Saturn and back. Lantern! He's not breathing. Get him out of here. Be careful. The baby's protection has been shattered. Not so fast. I believe this wristband of your device, which maintains your time barrier, are they not? Were they not? Now our pathway is not barred. Come with me, bear witness to my ultimate triumph, and I will forevermore protect you from your father's evil. We're safe with me, little one. We are in our way, brothers, children of the darkness, champion of light. As I am Gog, so shall you be my Magog. No! Hunter, what are you doing here? I thought we never cracked the barrier, but suddenly it opened. Too late, I'm afraid. Gog's gone, Anne. Gog's gone. Where? Where is my son? Calm yourself, princess. According to our records, he's traveled back to the year 1998. I understand your fear for your child, but we can handle this. You will stay here. That is not an option. You listen carefully. Yes, you could follow Gog. As little men, we have the power to hold the integrity of time together long enough for you to undertake such a mission. But the moment you do, your entire timeline, everything and everyone around us right now will cease to exist. I'm sorry, it's unfair. Even if you win, you lose. So fragile is the gossamer of destiny. Gog intends. Oh, look, a bulleteer too. Gog intends to destroy Kansas prematurely. Whether he succeeds at that or not, he cannot help but alter all that which is fated to follow. Should you introduce yourself into the equation, encounter your 1998 self, tell them what you know, we cannot salvage the course of events which has given you the world you know. Earth's one true timeline will remold itself, erasing all you hold dear.
Call.
What?
Mute me.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Sorry, it was something that.
I understand. But anyway, they say everything will erase, including your newborn son. Are you prepared to sign the death warrant for your world? Clark, are you asking us? We don't know, don't we? Our world deserves to live, but so do the people of 1998 Kansas. Sounds to me like people would die no matter what's decided. So, all things being equal, we act like heroes. That's all we can do. You taught us that. We command your nobility, but this is up for a vote. Hunter, what are you doing? Agreeing with the girl. Let's go, you three. Hunter, you can't do this. It's complete chronal treason. You leave us no choice but to strike you down. Hunter! Ignore them. As of now, we're off their radar. If we're going to do this, you'll need more than rags on your back. Superman, Wonder Woman, where were your uniforms yesterday? At the fortress. Got them. Next stop, 1998. You might not be able to defeat Gog, but you can hold him until I put some contingencies in place. At what cost to yourself, Hunter? Why betray your own allies to help us? Because, Batman, despite what the Linear Men are invested in believing, this is about more than one child or one time paradox. Far more. The truth is, the greatest secret in the universe may well be at stake unless we save your boy and prevent Gog from destroying Kansas. And unfortunately, oh, geez! The nuke happening nearby, it's with Jonathan and Martha being seemingly caught in the blast.
Ay.
Now, this is then where we get a bunch of, because this was number 1, and we end with number 2, but this is where we get a bunch of one-shots that fill in the stuff.
Yeah.
Like this one deals with Night Star.
Hmm.
You were about to say something?
I was thinking about the whole thing that Ma and Pa Kent were never brought up. That did Clark abandon them too? Were like they were still alive?
I don't know. That's never made clear. Turns out they probably died beforehand, but who knows? Maybe they did get caught in the blast.
Yeah, because also going by the timing of making it be that. No,
it's hard to say.
1998. Are they saying that 1998 is when the?
No. 1998 is them happening sooner. They just said they're going to 1998 to prevent Gog from having the Kansas event happen sooner.
Yeah.
And also, if you remember, William said 20. It's been 20 years since the end of the new millennium when things happened. So they're on 2020 is when I believe the event of Kingdom Come took place.
Okay, that makes more sense.
All right, so that's it then. You're leaving, and nothing will change your mind, Mari. Nothing I do will ever convince you that I will never leave you. You've already left, Ibn. You just don't know it yet. Remember me. Yep, as we're seeing, this is on a memorandum. The Clark Alan Scott to Clark Kent. Clark, success. My Power Lantern created space station no longer required for Justice League meeting has at last been fully transformed as per your specification into a complex dubbed the Green. Racing the threat of world hunger predicated by the destruction of Kansas, and with the help of thousands shuttling workers, we have managed to create here dozens of new farmlands above the Earth's surface. Corn and grain. Hey, I like that idea! Of course, absolutely no wooden material because he's weak to wood!
Yeah, that's the whole thing with Alan's.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, see a guy with a toothpick. Of course, like, that's it. Don't give me, you were brief. The station was created by Green Lantern. As powerful he is, its energy construct are vulnerable to wood. Something as small as a toothpick could rip right through the outer walls. Well, how dumb is it to have people somewhere you got to be afraid of pencils anyway? Not at all. If we tolerate zero risk, we screen not at all. If we tolerate zero risk, we screen all incoming cargo. End of problem. Nothing else can disrupt the Green after all. After all, how much wood is there? Wooden battering ram! It doesn't matter, you simp. Nothing matters anymore. Nothing we've done. Nothing we will do. Don't you understand? We're already dead. So basically, everyone already knows what Superman and the others are going to do. So as far as they think Armageddon is coming, that they're all going to be wiped from existence. I kind of like that idea.
Oh.
Like, how would they react? How would the world react?
If nothing matters, then whatever they're gonna do won't matter either.
Not if I can help it, Manotori. Not if I can help it. It's true. You know it. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman have gone into the path to screw his time. Any mean now they'll change history, wipe us all from existence. They'll kill us. Robin! That'll boy, Manotaur. Start a public panic. That'll help. I tracked you here to keep you from doing just that. Want to play along? Dad, the hell are you doing here? Move away from this threat. That's an order. Listen to you, my little budding botanist. Gets a summer job working green security, and suddenly she's Orion. Your grandfather would be proud. You're facing certain death, and we're facing certain death. How can you joke? Lifetime of practice, Randall. I've known you since you and Murray were knee-high. You're a good kid, and this is a bad time. Why don't you go to your home to your loved ones, son, and prepare for the worst? Why bother? What is wrong with you people? Can't you see the horror? Oh, and are you in that much denial about what's coming? I've tried to warn the world about it, but no one wants to listen to me. Well, they'll listen now. A wooden broadsword. I always said Randy was resourceful. Trade your civilian rescue for my crazy friend there. Deal. You heard the girl, people. No one dies on her watch. There you are. Found her, Corey. She's in the treehouse. Mari, sweetie, Mommy, I've been looking all over for you. And is everything all right? It's fine. And isn't it beautiful over here, Mari? When your mommy's from another planet, a treehouse becomes something special indeed. A little pocket of tamaraining atmosphere inside an itty-bitty transwarp singularity. Uncle Vic always does give Mari the best birthday present. He's not my uncle. He's a friend, though. What's wrong, Starshine? Matt, at school, his grandma came to tell a story. Sounds neat. I don't have a grandma. No, you don't, Starshine. Mommy's parents have gone to embrace of Zahal. What about Daddy's mommy? Mari, Grandpa Bruce never got married. You're before Bruce's parents. Your circus parents. Oh, I remember. They went to heaven too. What about Grandpa Bruce's parents? His mommy and daddy died too, Mari. It just happens sometimes. Will it happen to you? Oh! I'll be honest. As much as I'm not a fan of Dick and Starfire, it works here.
Yeah, I just realized also another thing. Nightwing and Starfire also had a child in the Nightwing New Order. So
yep.
Why didn't they?
Who took more after Dick?
Yeah, well, I was wondering why did they check him up if Mari was already someone who existed.
But it was a different universe, dude.
Even still. Okay, well,
why should they always have to use the exact same one? Why not come up with their own?
Maybe it depends also when the moment of birth happens.
Well, obviously.
Change something to.
It's always like when it's Back to the Future. How can Marty still be bored when obviously it's probably what are the odds of his parents having sex and everything the exact same moment in the original timeline? Especially when they're not completely different people.
Se menee.
But anyway, why are you siding with him? Didn't you hear me? We're dead already. We're not even here. You, him, me, all these people on the station. I'm gonna do us all a favor by getting a jump on destruction. I know the station map, Mari, and how vulnerable it is. To the right weapon. Mario, I'm fine. Will you please stay back? Nope. You know I hate sounding like a sidekick again after all these years, but what's he talking about, boss? The station map is a detailed model of the green. It's forged from GL's lantern and perpetuates the green even in his absence. If Minotaur destroys it, the station fades away, stranding us all in the void of space. If he doesn't accidentally slice through the walls first, gotcha. He's dangerous then. But nothing we can't do and we can't handle. And Dad! There you are, my love. Good to have you. There you are, my love. Good to be home, Corey. She asleep? Pretending to be. She never really seems to settle down until we're both home, Dick. Hey, my little Tamarine princess. Shouldn't you be asleep, Your Highness? Are you okay, Daddy? Is Mommy okay? Sure, I'm okay, Mari. Your mom's just fine. Why wouldn't we be? You, on the other hand, seem a little sweaty. Feeling sick? I don't want you and Mommy to die. I don't want it to happen to me. Die? Baby, shh. Your Mommy and we're not going to die on you. I promise you. Dick!
Don't make promise you can't keep.
All right. Come on, Mari. I refuse to accept that we can't stop a guy with a wooden sword. Remember the time you and I took down Tusk and Nilb together? I remember signing your cast afterward. Why are you here? Because Randy's right, Mari. This really is the end of everything. And I wanted to go away! My time tell me what that was about? I'm sorry. I'm honestly not sure. Chuck the temper up to Mom's blood, okay? Let's go. You're not still mad because your mother left. I said, let's go. Wait, is Starfire dead or did she just leave?
Huh.
Can you see the Vega star over there, Avia? Look, since Mom and Dad, they split. I visit her and Uncle Ranadar. Yep, she left on the Tamarine outpost there every summer. It's such a different world. I mean, their history is fraught with war, but even so, you rarely hear stories about random deaths. You miss her, don't you? I miss having her talk, missing having her talk sense to Dad. Can you believe he's back in action at his age? As Robin yet. Tell me that's not a, what do they call it? Midlife crisis? So your dad's always been a hero, right? Ever since he was a kid. Yeah, I know, Randy, but he's only human. And I mean Earth's human, you know? Vulnerable, Mari, you dwell on matters of loss far too much. Do you ever think about anything else? Oh, every now and then. For instance, I've been thinking about that guy we saw with Ali Queen, the tall, dark one with the cloak. Ibn, I know. Again with the cloak guy. He's dangerous, but dear High Father, you can lose yourself in those eyes for an eternity. Frankly, Mari, I'm surprised you're even here. I would have thought under the circumstances you'd be with Ibn. What? You and risk your disapproval? Mari, don't be that way. Whatever's eating at you, tell me while you still. No, we're too late. Randy's carved his way into the vault. Manitar Randy, you've got to calm down. For what it's worth, I agree with you. I really do. We can't just sit here while everything else we know ceases to exist. Welcome to the party. Now let me at the map. Can't do it, Randy. Not gonna let you kill these people. It's a bad idea. You've had worse. So we see them dancing. Can certainly count on the superheroes to do whatever.
This is the moment.
Yep, I love this. Not to interrupt, Dick, but have you noticed who your daughter's dancing with? He's Ibn al, potential heir to Ra's al Ghul's empire. How do you like that? I don't. But Mars is responsible enough to make her own choices. No doubt. Very well. Oh, and by the way, about her parentage. Really, Bruce?
Yeah, this is what that's
Dick move.
Yeah, something that. Okay, it's.
I mean, granted, I get it.
They're not exactly related, and it's. But still, it's kind of.
Because he knows how Dick's gonna react.
Oh.
But yeah, I was like, absolutely not. So it went from she can make her own decisions to this.
Yeah.
But she still really likes it. I gotta say, I don't mind this coupling.
Maybe it would probably be a bigger deal, even bigger deal if it was actually Damien, whom Dick has known since.
Well, yeah, but this, he never even knew him until recently.
Yeah.
But yeah. But of course, yep. Wow, that was fast.
Well, the story is rushing or fast forwarding.
Yep. But and then there's when, they're like, after Mari got knocked down by Gog. Like, I know why you showed up here, Randy. I understand. I understand. Do you? You were looking for someone to be with. You were looking for a family. And I'm the closest you've got. But I wish you had it, Randy. I wish you had it, Gob. I can't deal with family right now. I've been afraid all my life of saying goodbye to all of you when the end. Don't you see? That's why I ran away from you all. Mari, I'm scared too. We all are. You're trying to trick me into admitting it. Of course I'm scared. And do you know why? Because you lied to me. You promised me you wouldn't die. You couldn't keep a promise like that. No one can. Mari, I know. I'm sorry. I never should have. I swear to you, Mari, I never thought it would come to anything like this. I know you don't want to say goodbye, Mari, but you have to. You have to lay your fears to rest. It's time. I gotta say, the one thing is, though, where the hell did this mindset come from?
Mood swings and a desperate situation.
No. I'm talking about since her youth. That she just out of the blue had this fear of saying goodbye and everything. How do you feel, Sunshine? Dad, I have to go. Go? Believe it or not, Randy had the right idea. We do have to accept the truth, but we don't have to give up. If there's anything that can be done, I promise you I'll find it. I never thought you'd, only hoped I'd find you here. So, and then Rip Hunter meets up with them. So and they're going to start playing together with others. I gotta say, good character, but not a good story.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yo, I can. It is sad.
Yep, and now we get to Ibon saying, which we also get the death of Lex Luthor here. So that's it then. Oh yeah, we get the same thing again from his point of view. Now we see that he goes to a psychiatrist to talk to him about everything, about his own issues, which I don't mind that. I wish Damien would go to a shrink. Would help him out.
It's kind of hard to say if they actually do that and want to commit. If they want, it will probably be an idea they probably play with, but not fully commit to it.
True.
If Damien was also pretty portrayed as an older character, like how, unfortunately, Injustice is the only one who actually showed him growing up or maturing, but that was Injustice, so it was a.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, remember what they said about what was hidden in Clark Kent's Pulitzer? The remains of Brainiac.
Huh. Oh, yeah, he mentioned it there.
Yeah, so they're actually playing off of that, where they put in a Superman robot, Brainiac. You, what have you done? Raise you from the dead, Brainiac, and make no mistake, I can send you back as well. Your beta banks are recompiled. Be patient, and you will know I am Ibit. I am life from death. I apologize for confining you within this vessel in particular, but we're pressed for time, and I made use of whatever raw material I could find. Come. We have much to do. So, with help from with Brainiac, is able to recreate the Lazarus pit to bring back Rage and use it to de-age Lex until he's a baby, so he can be more cooperative.
Huh. Yeah.
So he's wanted to use 3 of the greatest geniuses, and yes, Rage can be considered a genius, to try and figure a way to avoid deaths. And they destroyed the fortress. I couldn't help but think how the sight would have made my father grin and angered Mari. Okay, let's plateau that for a moment. Did you say you stapled someone back together? Rage Agua had been dismembered, his body's parts scattered across Asia, all except his heart, which resided in a certain trophy case. Don't go there. The key to this. Yep. Yeah. But she kept me from becoming. But yeah, basically how Mari's kept him, it's actually helped him. I do like that. But yeah, they're giving them the orders to try and find a way to keep their world going or to escape it. And who the devil are you to talk to me this way, you whelp? A year ago, you were just another face at the table. Raj, shut up, your grandpapa. Words that simple, Lucer. But Ibn has watched and waited. He knows good and evil are but ships adrift in a strong tide. The Arabic language lends itself quite well to poetry, and he's also his father's son. So yeah, basically he gives them an hour to work on it. Because hey, 1, they don't have much time. 2, they're oh, hold on a second. I got one of my videos going.
Oh yeah, you have. Oh yeah, it's 8:30.
Yep, Godzilla versus Kong, and Godzilla versus Kong, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. So yeah, just give me one moment. So, but what do you think about this one?
Well,
that's the idea of it. That's the idea of it.
It's also another interesting way.
Premise.
Yeah, premise and different backstory with they gave to the proto Damien before Grant Morrison decided to do an own version of it.
Yep, I would say I don't know. I do prefer Damien over Ibn, but Ibn, I would like to have seen Damien meet Ibn somehow in a multiversal thing.
Yo, it's a Convergence was a missed opportunity when that could have been a good chance for it to happen.
Be right back. I'm gonna go get myself on the other laptop set up. Hold on.
Okay.
You can keep talking. Keep talking. That way I don't have to edit it.
Okay. Taas. Well, while we're waiting for that, I will as well check out that editing my Superman Doomsday video. And let's see what point am I here at. I'm right now at that one point where Luthor sent his perfect Pizarro to look for people who could have stolen the Superman's corpse that he had stolen from his tomb, and then the perfect Pizarro goes to that beauty salon and tries and gets the kryptonite from his head. I'm editing that part to show here. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, decided.
Okay, I'm back.
There. Then I'm gonna there, and then I'm gonna. Okay, vocally commenting about the editing process.
That's cool. That's cool. But anyway, but yeah, we see how Raish had raised him. Not well, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they've decided, like 60 minutes. Your generosity is underwhelming. Just how he's supposed to go about putting Armageddon on hold, I have no idea. But I do know that you three are arguably the most brilliant and resourceful minds in human history. If you can't do this, it can't be done. I won't argue with that, especially this before we had the Mr. Terrific.
You mentioned it, yeah.
There's before the Michael Holt, Mr. Terrific. So these three, without Batman and Superman, would be their best options.
Brainiac, Ross, and Luthor.
Yeah. Oh, boy, we see a bit what happened, or like when he's remembering that, like to honor, as Shakespeare might put it, this little death. You have just died, my love. No, wait, don't. I mean it, Eben. Let me up. It was just a joke, Mari. In Elizabethan English, as in French, to die is another way of saying, I know what it means. I just don't like talking about death. And never cover me up like that. You make me feel like I'm being buried alive or something. Mari, I never. Okay, this feels like something out of Damien, doesn't it?
Probably, but...
No. I mean that type of a naive mindset.
Okay, naive mindset, yeah, but...
That's what I meant. Would you agree with that? Like that naive mindset of like not thinking it through? That feels like a parallel to Damien.
Yo, let's go with that.
Yep, just let me get my I just realized I forgot to do the tweet. By the way, quick question. What did you see about the Justice League Godzilla comic? Have you read that yet?
I think some, but
Well, watch my video if you haven't. Watch my video if you haven't.
Yeah, I think I read it for first few issues.
Right. But anyway, yeah, we have a nice moment with them. Again, showing that she does help him. And I do like that of Mari being the one to help him find balance. It's an interesting one, wouldn't you say, for a Tamaranian? But to be fair, though, this also feels like we're just seeing them in the middle of the relationship. We don't know what led up to them or anything like that.
Yeah, it's an idea that's just shown in the middle and not the framework around it.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, Luther's telling them they're going to double cross you. They're villains for Pete's sake. And why aren't you with them? I despise working in group. Everyone's got an opinion. So yeah, he's remembering being buried alive and everything, and now he's the one who killed Raish. Roz, whatever.
There was a Serum Lake that has done some video essays on Batman the Animated Series, and when he made a video about Ras, he saw that the Arabic translation pronunciation is Ras, and the Jewish pronunciation is Reish.
Right, but Daniel O'Neill said it both are viable. But of course, they get it all ready, saying that it will work. And then say, like, see for yourself. After you. No, after you. What? A failsafe, Brainiac. A remote control I planted in your robot body just before your conscience took hold. March. No, Evan, stop! I told you could trust me. You don't understand. He forced me. I understand perfectly. The two of you double-crossed me. If this machine did what you said it would do, you would have already used it and abandoned me. Of course, I suppose there is the chance you could be telling the truth. Let's find out. So, Kingdom Come Lex is dead.
Yeah, he died this way in here, and then the Convergence had him die another way.
Although I think Convergence clearly negates this. But anyway, like I said, I do like it at this point, though. If the machine did what you said, you would have used it.
Yeah.
I felt no sense of victory. I gambled and lost. Oh, I knew they'd betray me, but I hoped that their schemes would have suggested a feasible plan. Apparently, their survival instinct was dwarfed by the gravitational pull of all habits.
Hetkinen.
What?
So, did Raj die again?
In Convergence? Who knows?
No, here.
Oh, are you about to? They go into a sword fight. Like, I know you better than you know yourself. Only a very ambitious man could have the confidence to bring together Luther, Brainiac, and Ra's al Ghul. Your trouble is, despite that ambition, you don't know what you want. I'll humor you, old man. What do I want? Isn't it obvious? You want to be the Batman. What? I named you too appropriately. Arabic for son of the bat. There is as much of me in you, yet much of the detective as well. Your instincts, your method are purely his. That's not of all the places on Earth you could have brought us, Ibn. Why the Batcave? Why not leave us in the equally well-equipped fortress or anywhere else? Face the truth, Ibn. You want to usurp your father. Every son does. In fact, that was always my plan for you. I'm my own man, grandfather. Then follow your own convictions. What's bothering you is not that the world's coming to an end, but rather that you stood by and allowed your broken, aging, tired mortal father, his very body held together predominantly by willpower alone, to attempt to solve this crisis in your stead. One common philosophy, more than anything, unites you and your father, Ibn. If you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. I'm proud of you.
That's the same that Morrison did with Damien and Tim.
Yeah. But yeah, of course he tells them, he goes through with a psychiatrist and even tells them two things. First, that in a breakthrough beyond what you and I have ever known, my grandfather gave me the answer to the question I didn't know I had, but one that will affect the course of my life, however short it may be. Second, if you have loved ones, doctor, I implore you, make a better peace with them than I have. And he does. And then we see them meeting up again. Now this, I thought, was better to a point. Better execution, but not by much.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. So next we got the Kid Flash one. This one I like.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we get a reminder of what happened in Kansas. We then see Iris going around town, helping, doing all these. Iris, yeah, sorry. No, Iris.
Huh.
Says right there, my name is Iris, right?
No, that's what they renamed the mainstream version as Iray.
Well, no, but they did that because that's a nickname because you still have Iris alive.
Okay.
That's her nickname.
Yeah.
That's why, but yeah, we see her doing all this stuff, helping out. But we also find out she's doing all this while intercepting her dad's route.
Uh-huh.
Right, Iris Russ, Pat, have you seen my dad around? The Flash? Does anyone actually see him anymore? It's not. But if you do, I'll tell him what good volunteer work you're doing and how our organization couldn't survive without you. I like this already. Her helping everyone around by zipping around food and organs and all that.
Good thing she probably has at this stage.
I just realized we haven't had an issue.
Mixed up.
I just realized we haven't had an issue with the screen. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
We haven't had the black screen.
Yeah. Maybe they fixed it.
I bet I jinxed it.
Oh.
But yeah, basically, the whole point of all this is that Iris keeps on wanting her father's attention constantly. They're like, Dad, over here. He just never sees me. For years, he's only communicated with me in holographic messages. Magnetized vibration he leaves in the atmosphere. Good night, honey. I love you. Talk about parenting on automatic pilot. Up, and then there's her brother, Barry. Hey, sis. Thanks for the lunch. Barry, stop it. That's for people who need it. Ain't nobody needs it, kiddo. Didn't you get Dad's message? Good night, I love you. Oh, that's right. He wouldn't tell you. You're just the baby girl. Tell me what? Well, wait. Let me see if I can reproduce it. Now, this was, I believe, I don't know if they're still twins or not. That's what Jeff Johns would do.
Yeah, those were Yai and Ire, or the twins that they would get then.
Yeah, but here they're Bart and Iris. But anyway, yeah, he actually shows the message, and I've got bad news for you, son. For everyone. Maybe you care, maybe you won't. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman have embarked on a necessary mission into the past. One that will successful or not change history retroactively. Thanks to their actions, our world as we know it will cease to exist, to ever have existed by day's end. There appears to be nothing we can do about this. Since widespread knowledge of the situation could lead only to panic, I'm telling you, telling you not to inform any civilians other than your sister. He thinks of me as a civilian? I have to go to work. If the world has one day left, I'm going to make it perfect. No crimes, no accidents. It's a big job. I invite you to help, son, or at the very least, stay out of my way. Good night. I love you. This is for real. Doesn't come any more real than this, Hummingbird. And you're not scared of it? I was always a fatalist since Mom died. There's buzz out that Night Star's looking to put some guys together to help somehow. But I'm not the volunteering type, so look, the way I see it, we've got one more day to gloriously waste. Do it together. Barry West, is this some kind of prank? Ask me tomorrow. So yeah, we get a summary about basically how Wally kept on wanting for his son to take it up, even though I was saying, I'll be Kid Flash. And he wouldn't allow it.
Okay, I can see why Mark Waid would probably not like this part of the because
initially probably sounded like a good idea.
Dated trope by now.
Yeah, I think originally he probably thought, oh, this is a good idea. But looking back, he's like, why did I do that? And again, he wrote all of these. It's not like there's some other writer doing this. I thought Dad would come to approve in time, but I guess there isn't any more time. So still doing everything, running around, doing all this while seeing what Bart is doing. And then he's getting a tattoo. Although it's
one of the last because when Bart got that tattoo.
The Green Lantern tattoo disappeared, but here I guess it does last for a while. But yeah, eventually, hey, what are you? My tattoo, loser. What do you care? You'll be dead tomorrow, one day later than you. So hit me. I don't care how much more damage you can do. You ruined our family. You ruined everything. Why couldn't you have just given Dad what he wanted from you? We were happy. So what have you been doing all day, Hummingbird? Things that matter. Why? So Daddy can be proud of his little girl. Sign your work, did you? Same way you always make sure your food delivery route always somehow manages to intersect his? That's not true. It's absolutely true. Ask yourself why you're dressed up in that suit, kiddo. Don't you get it? Nobody cares about the so-called Flash legacy. You're lying. Dad talks about responsibility all the time, but he just uses it as an excuse to run away from us because he doesn't know what to do with us. That's how he always dealt with his problems, by running. That's not, it is, sis. You don't care about this legacy business any more than I do. Admit it. The only reason you're wearing that costume is to be noticed, to get his approval. No, yes, Jesus, the only one, a truthful, funky person in his whole family. The only one who does anything honestly is me. Okay, I like this. He is being honest. He's being a jerk, but he's doing something for what he wants to do. Would you agree with that? But yeah, and eventually she says she's going to go out with Nightstar. Like, wow, you get a tattoo yourself. But then flies off, goes get picked up, and then, good night, I love you, good night, I love you, good night, I love you. Like, what? Iris, she's not here. Man, it's impossible to get wasted with this metabolism. Barry, what are you doing here? Not bad. And you? Where's Iris? Barry! You're asking me? Fine. Just don't tell her I squealed, okay? She went off with Nightstar and probably a couple others. They've got this insane notion they can fix this end of the world mess somehow. I wouldn't count on much, but I'm funny that way. What? But why did she tell me she was? You know, who knows? Maybe she finally did something for some other reason than to impress you. After all, that's the job, right? Yeah, that's the job. But then, what do I know? I never understood the little fruit fly. Don't call her fruit fly. That's not her name. Her name is Kid Flash. Not bad. I can see why you want to drop it. But then,
yeah, it could be much better.
Here's the best book, both for art and writing.
Offspring. Okay. Oh yeah, Plastic Man's son.
Yep. No way, big way. Ray heard it from Jay, who got straight from Green Lantern. Some guy named Gog is marching back through time, according to Ray. Just heard it from Jay, who got it from Green Lantern. Gog's gonna wipe out the whole timeline any second now. Poof! Like we and everyone we know gone. Suck it. So I guess there's only one thing to do, right? Drink ourselves blind.
Huh.
And hey, look, there's Jakeem.
Yeah, miss.
And Harlequin and
Harlequin,
Matrix.
Oh yeah, there's Jakeem.
Yeah. Well, so JD, tell Thunder what's on your Christmas list that Sigma Savage told you about. Should I? Why not? You heard Tricks. Don't look like Santa's coming this year. I must be a creature of stealth. If what I hear, cunning, menacing, I must be Offspring. The jig is up, Scarlet. You and your gangs are busted. Even the cash register. Good one, dude. Oh, man, you crack me up. I'm serious. You four under. What a kidder. I love this guy. You thinking what I'm thinking? I mean it. Yep. Dodgeball. Hey, look, Magog with Nightstar. What? Why is Nightstar there with Magog?
Yeah, like when was this happen?
Okay, I can see Magog there. I can understand that, but why is Nightstar there?
Yeah, but she's supposed to be.
Well, to be this fair, this could be right before she and Ibn met up with Hunter.
Okay.
My son, Pop. Hey, Plastic Man, what am I paying you for? You're the bouncer. Bounce the kid. Yeah, unlax, Pops. Maybe I'm leaving, but I'm leaving proud. Boing, 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 boing. Look, it's Offspring. Do something funny, Offspring. The jig is up. Who says that? What's wrong with me? What was I? This case is wrapped up. That's what I should have said. This case is wrapped up. This case is wrapped up. Yes, you moron. Make me laugh. Why, that's not Offspring. He's Batman. Hitch you the ride, are you? Aren't you still on duty at the raid? Gave Solomon Grundy a 5 to cover my shift. Told him it was a 50. So what's the grim and gritty approach all of a sudden? I thought you were happy being a clown like your old man. I'm stretching, Pop. This whole end of the world thing those guys were gassing about. Have you heard anything about it? Is it true? Let's hope so. I owe a fortune in taxes this quarter. I've got to get a cut of the merchandising. You want to come up? Got cold gin gold in the fridge. Oh, get home. I'll tell your mom you said hi. Enjoy the night. Have some laughs. Locked. No surprise. Told Michelle I'd be home by now. She's probably in bed fast asleep. The jig is up, Bertie. Jug is funnier. You're criticizing or you're controlling the oxygen? Nope. By the way, you look lovely tonight. Did I mention that? My very own genie in the bottle. Whatever do I wish for? How about a boyfriend who can tell time? I know what time it is. It's time you were nicer to my dad. Oh, he saw me? What I think. What is with you and him, Mike? Nothing. Just always around, you know? Even when we were kids, he was always there at your parties. More cake? No. All right, who's on my team? Billy, Latif, let's go, man. Going to chunk. Okay, I'll leave you alone now. Prom night. Hey, Buster, watch those hands. Dad! Oh, all right, I'll leave you alone. First, say cheese on every night. Good one. I thought so. I'll leave you alone now. Promises. He really bugs you, doesn't he? He just Hey, my friends, my friend, you got Muncho messages while you were out. Check the comm. It's been buzzing up the hook. Avia, the Tara, Star Spangled Kid, they all want you. To get the group back together? I think so. And isn't that perfect in timing? The opportunity you've been hungry for. A big Scarlet and his goons and to back Scarlet and his goons and be taken seriously for once. Yeah! Then go get him, love. Grab the world by the tail. No more cheap yoke. No more pratfall. You're my hero. You can do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just once I could do something worthwhile. Just once I don't have to be the joke. Uh-oh. He was listening.
Oh.
How does he simulate the light?
Is he carrying what? Does he actually have a?
There's a light
bulb
there around. Look there. The coloring?
Yeah. Would he have a light bulb with him?
Probably.
Or a flashlight that to actually show light on the cover.
Yep. Oh boy. I picked up Scarlet's tray and leave messages with the gang to meet me. Yeah, I got the map. You're driving, right? How many times have I told you? Liquor than beer, never fear. Beer than liquor, never sicker. It's been a while, but I should be easy for them to spot if they're looking. I'm the one who needs a shower. There, feel better? Yeah. Why isn't the alleyway spinning? Hey, Ernie, do you mind? I'm on a stakeout here. Sorry, Ern. Chill. We're here to help. My sidekick and I. For the last time, I'm the big one. That makes you the sidekick. I can fly. You can't. End of agreement. Sidekick. Star Spangled Kid and Stripesy, the new generation. They're seeing him get the whiz wagon. Oh, by the way, Avia, that's Big Barda and Miracle and Scott Freed's daughter, is dating Zatara.
Huh.
In this version.
Yeah, for them.
You are, I know, like.
What is Zatara like? The Zatanna's brother?
Cousin.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, go get them. They're all ready to fight them, but they're able to get away. Don't touch the whizwagon, plastic hand. You'll smudge the paint. Catch them. We don't even know where they're going. Actually, we have a pretty good idea. Looks like Egypt to me. Great. After them, because they hit the map, see?
Huh.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Ernie, we can't afford the time. And it's true. We don't know the whys or the hows, Ernie, but I heard it right from Nightstar. Superman, Batman, what? Yeah, blah, blah. Then let's gear. And now we've got to get Scarlet's gang. They're out to steal something big. And this is our last chance to stop them once and for all. To be heroes. And whipped. You've been talking to Miss Shaligan, haven't you? No. Yes. No. This is about what I have to do. This isn't for her. It's for me. Isn't it? Is this what you want? Maybe a little less cape, but otherwise not bad. You're home already? We need to talk. Sound serious. What is it with you? What's that supposed to mean? I just really get the feeling sometimes that you don't like me funny. Like there's something wrong with the way Pops brought me up. And Mike, why are you always trying to come between me and him? Ernie, I'm not. Yes, you are. Pop never feels welcome in this place. Okay, you're right. He gets on my nerves. He's a goofball, Ernie. You say that like it's a bad thing. Can't you stop joking for even a second? This is serious. Look at us, Ernie. Look at our lives. We're never invited to parties on campus. My friends don't ever come over. It was cool in high school, but we're college age now. You two can't be clown and son forever. Pops is more than a clown. No, he isn't. Nobody takes Plastic Man seriously, Ernie. No one. And more, no one takes us seriously. Is this what you want out of life? Do you really want to grow up to be like your father? He's funny. He loves me. I got my sense of humor for him. So what? What does that mean for him to use his powers to be funny? How does that honestly make a difference in this messed up world? I just want to be able to be proud of you, Ernie. What did your dad ever give you that you can use? Can you answer that? Can you? Ernie, wait. Ernie, come back. Ernie! It was Plas the whole time. Okay. Where do you stand on Michelle?
I'm kind of trying to formulate an image of the characterization in my head right now.
I think she has points. I get that. But at the same time, she's a bitch.
Like, it would be. She's not actually asking for a moderation for the personality that both Offspring and Plastic Man have. She's like, no, none of that at all. Like, cut it, like if she say that, cut it out all and don't be like that anymore. That would be like those.
She does want him to be a hero, though.
Yeah, but not a funny guy. Like is she saying cut down the being funny instead of stop being funny?
Yeah,
that's like
she's gone
one
through
of those things
overdose
that change him into someone he's not, and then he won't be the same person she fell in love with anymore.
Exactly. But yeah, so much for sneak attack. I see. Could you teleport to Egypt? Perhaps shoot across the Atlantic on a big rubber slingshot? No? Then shut up. But yeah, they're trying to turns out one of Brainiac's ships is hidden in the Sphinx somehow.
Huh.
But yeah, they decided to get out of there. Ernie, no, let them go. But they can't escape, Ernie. Whatever they take themselves, it won't matter. And that's what we've been trying to tell you. We don't want to fight anymore. We don't want to waste the time. You're right. What's the point? The end of everything is coming. And I miss my chance. Hey, Ernie, say something, brother. I mean, that's why we came together one last time. We're counting on you. For what? What can I do? Why in the world you want to be with somebody like me at a time like this? 'Cause, dude, you make us laugh. Man, who said you can't get ahead in this world? A good one. I suppose we're done here. So they just wanted him there for a laugh.
Huh.
Again, they're being friends, but I can also see why Michelle feels like you're just the jokester.
I think it's easier to get in the perspective of the friends. You can hang out with your friends in a moderation and some dosages. Like you see your friends, you say goodbye, you see them again, and so on and so on and so on. But then it comes to someone you have to live with it constantly, 24/7.
Especially having to deal with it so much of your life too.
Yeah, it's like if you had to get ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Oh, you get
sick of it. Yeah, you eventually get sick of it.
But yeah, he showed up. How'd you get here? Shot myself across the Atlantic with a big rubber slingshot. Ha! I thought, maybe we want to be together. This Ragnarok stuff, it's legit. You heard. You have been busy. You don't know the half of it. Talk to Michelle, kinda. And I want to apologize. For what? She put it to me straight, Ernie. She said in your whole life, I never gave you anything worthwhile. Are you kidding? You gave me everything. I never let you alone. No, you didn't. Thanks. Come on, I owe Mom a hug too. Then I gotta go. Go? On the last day of Earth? Where? To kiss Michelle and then look up Nightstar. Nightstar? Okay, you win. That's what I do too. Lech? No, I'm not. I'm just grasping at straws. Who knows? She's smart. Maybe she's figured out some way to mobilize against Armageddon. Beats waiting for Oblivion. You want to fight this? Seriously? I never said seriously. See, this was definitely the best one.
Yeah, and they actually made it a different way in the JLI series, because their Plastic Man was out as something of a father who was not there.
Yeah.
And trying to reconnect with them.
Exactly. But this one's actually a good one. Yeah. So, Rose, tell me why you want to work here. I couldn't say, Mr. God. I just, Mr. Carter, or better yet, Michael, please. Bruce the Goal was a Justice Leaguer, and for the moment, I'm in semi-retirement. At least until Planet Krypton takes off, and it will. People, I love Steam Restaurant. Not anymore. And we rotate the largest revolving stock of superhero memorabilia in the world. Even I can't keep up with everything we've got. Mr. Carter, the owner, seemed like a genuinely pleasant man. Don't get me wrong. I like to keep somewhat active as a crime fighter, as we used to say in the JLA. There's always a kitten in a tree somewhere. But for now, well, enjoy the job, Rose. If you have any questions, just ask. I think you'll find the waitstaff here as friendly and helpful as their namesake, if not necessarily the greatest judge of character. What is it? I think that's my cheeseburger. Then wait for the next one. Apparently my table is late for her pedicure. La-dee-da. You want fast? Don't ask me 6 times what a Cobb salad, you friggin'. You think, given the roles they play, the people working here will be more noble, more responsible. Miss, have you seen our waiter? Which one is it? Batman. Oh, look. And even when they try to be nice, thought maybe we could grab a movie or something. Let me think about it, Jeff. They don't try very hard. Of course she turned you down, man. She's cold fish. Fish, get it? Yeah, I got it. I made a fish joke. Again, it was funny the first 30 times. Still, Jeff, you could do better than Rose. Come on. Who's going to go out with her? Ouch. Like, I had an opportunity to be a noble once, to be a hero. Night, Rose. You need a ride home? Nah. Night, Jeff. So she's been sneaking in and staying overnight. So who am I to throw stones, right? Maybe I fit right in with this crowd. One chance I had. Why couldn't I have done the right thing? Tell me, please. She's been seeing all these ghosts. So she's being around the ghosts. They didn't, of course.
She's an original character, or is she based on someone?
Original character.
Okay.
Oh look, Earth 2 Robin with the Bat Robin outfit.
Yeah, and In the Darkest Night Batman.
Yep, all of them. Like, sometimes for a brief second, I feel as if they acknowledge my presence, but then they drift away like the ghosts they are. No one knows about them but me. I came across them not long after I started here, the night I volunteered to lock up. At first, they scared me, but we Metropolitans are pretty hard to startle after dealing with Doomsday and mixing. Whatever. Clearly, these spirits meant no harm. They're not any superheroes I've ever read about in the magazines or seen on TV, but they make me feel safe just the same. It's as if they have something they want to tell. As if I'd listen long enough, they'll hear me too. Aww. It gets harder to explain to the other waiters why I'm here so many nights. Sometimes I have to tamper with the work schedule before they get posted. I never cheat anyone out of their hours, but the afternoon shift does me no good. So at first I was afraid of getting caught by whoever opened up until I took to hiding out in the restroom and mingling in with the lunch rush. I have other hiding places behind the Starros one. No one catches me. No one catches me at all, which is the way I like it. She homeless, I wonder?
There were some side characters or suspects in some of those old was it CSI or some other crime related cop shows where someone who was suspect in a company where a murder happened was revealed to be living in the between the floors.
Right. Like, great. I didn't know Vera lived this close by. If I'm lucky, maybe all she'll do is sneer at me. Hey, Rose, small world. Say, listen, Jamal needs to trade shifts with somebody. That's the Wonder Woman. Somebody's birthday. Can you swap? Afternoon. Gee, I don't. Oh, come on. He's got to get his brother the treatment. And Shay and his brothers. And now this is all in the main DC timeline. So this is not in Kingdom Come. No. Yeah, this is not in Kingdom Come. This is in the main DC present. This is 1998.
Yeah, in the some future that they.
But yeah, his brother's in the last stages of ages.
Because Booster Gold never in the post guys never had a restaurant.
Right, you knew that, right? No, I have an uncle who's gay, so I'm curious to hear more about this over the next few days. I keep my ears open, and I learn other things as well. Russell takes over the restaurant leftovers to a shelter. Stark is a volunteer firefighter. Linda's raising 3 kids on her own, 2 sons and a foster child. Tate kicked a heroin habit by the strength of his own will. I never would have guessed on the job they can be as small and petty as the worst people, but it's like all of them have their own little secret identities, like they're all heroes in their own way. Miss, do we even have a waiter? It's Batman's table, sir. I'll try to find him. I love that running gag.
Ha ha ha.
But that night
we haven't even seen a Batman waiter right in the.
Yep. guess you could have called us middle class. Did she explain him about her family? We never went hungry or anything, but it's just that Dad could never catch a break. He got laid off a couple of times when LexCorp jobs moved to Mexico, and things just never. Well, when he died, Mom got screwed out of the life insurance policy, which is a story in itself. Anyway, I started going out with Mitch. This guy Mitch, for I don't know, 6 months. He was nice, funny, brought me flowers sometimes, and smart. He was a nightclub manager, and he had a lot of plans for the future. Big entrepreneur stuff. He liked to say he was really connected. That was his favorite word. Then one day, this was about a year ago, he proposed. Well, Mom had liked Mitch from the start, genuinely liked him, but you would have thought she hit the lottery. She was so excited that day. My sister, too. They loved the way he always promised things. Mitch was going to be our ticket to the future. He swore to me that a new life would start the day we were married, that I know it because he made sure nobody in my family would ever have to work again, least of all me. A man with ambition, my mother called him, a mover and a shaker, someone and going to be someone big. And then I just went and told him no. I didn't feel connected. Mom was disappointed, but to her credit, she didn't say much. Sis, on the other hand, what's the matter with you? How can you be so selfish? Mary, I don't love him. You don't always get married for love, Rosie. That guy's going to be a millionaire 6 months from now. You want Mom to work until she's in her grave? Mary, I want to trust him, really, but you want me to get married for the money? What if it's all a pipe dream? What if I'm no better off a year from now than I am today? You're bound to be. He's got a cell phone and stuff. He's always hustling everybody, and everybody knows him.
Indeed.
He's a mover. Listen to your family. No, look, nobody's asking you to get hurt or nothing. If he were a creep, okay, but he treats you nice. And Rose, you gotta get real. Who else is going to come along for you? For us. Now, every single day, I think about how right she was. About how I had a chance to make things finally work out for my family, and I couldn't do it. They were counting on me to be their hero, and I let them down. Having traded for Jamal's afternoon shift, I had to spend the next night at the Y. So yeah, she is homeless.
Yeah, probably left work. Well, left home after the whole.
And just sends money home and sends all the money home.
Yeah, doesn't. So she doesn't have any expenses for her own living then.
Yep. Oh, by the way, he's talking to Batman on the phone about the ghost. And now she sneaks out. Excuse me, Rose, can you bring salt? Rose? I do like Michael Booster, how he does remember her name.
Oh.
I like that. This is ridiculous. Where's Batman? Has anyone seen our waiter? I don't think he exists. I think he's an urban mess. Ha!
Okay,
that's funny. That is cute.
Yeah.
And then who shows up that night? Batman.
Yeah.
As a lazy waiter in a polyester suit, maybe. As for the real thing, definitely not. Recording. Initial observation. The establishment is everything Booster claimed it to be, and perhaps more. Amidst the tardy toys and well-known trinkets serving as decoration, there are pieces and uniquely imaginative. And what's doubly puzzling about these items is not merely their unfamiliarity, but their mysterious absence from the restaurant stock invoices and inventory as indicated on my uplink. Further notice, Booster's replica of the radioactive xenomineral kryptonite has been integrated into a display of similar pieces, unaccountably colored in fanciful hues. How bizarre. Because remember, by this point, there's only been the green. Before the meteor, the Supergirl and the meteor brought more colors.
Yeah.
The only time there was ever red was a Mixie created kryptonite.
And pre-crisis.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying for this. And second mystery. Upon examination, particularly upon handling, I find that some of the items in question evoke an inexplicable emotional sensation. The closest descriptive assignable would seem to be nostalgia. But as these things cannot exist, nostalgia cannot possibly apply to that which cannot be rightfully remembered. Cassie? In that moment, his voice turns soft, and somehow I know it surprises him as much as it surprises me. And what happens next surprises us both. Hold it right there! You knew I was here? From the moment I entered, I simply assumed you were one of the inferior spirits Booster complained about. What? Why would you think that? Because you carry yourself like one. Explain yourself. My name is Rose. I'm I don't know what's going on here either. I'm just a waitress here. And you picked a poor night to work overtime. You want to be a hero? Be a hero to yourself. Go home. And he goes back to that tone of voice that could command kings. Yet somehow I find the courage to tell him, I can't. Not yet. Not until I know more about the ghost. Hey, it's the Elseworlds' finest Supergirl. Among the others.
Joo. Composite Superman, Batman, näin.
Yep. I wouldn't call them ghosts. They may, however, be echoes. As unlikely as it sounds, reflections of reality, similar to our own, though divergent. Is that why you recognize that woman? I don't know her. But you, it's impossible for me to know her. Go home, now. This is dangerous territory. The echoes are here, in this place, because something or someone is weakening the walls between their reality and ours. And I think I know who it is. Ah, don't shoot. We're good guys. We come in peace. Quiet, Offspring. Nightstar, Kid Flash, free us from these bonds. Well played, detective. What gave us away? The wristbands. You four are the only four wearing them. Though they give you their race-like appearances, I know your Kid Flash was clearly corporeal. Like, your interference in our affairs isn't exactly welcome. What brought you? I'll ask the questions. What's your relationship to the race? They seem to be a side effect of our presence here. And what we're doing here, and what we're doing. We're here to know. If he's as worthy of his reputation, he can tell us our mission. Even don't. We haven't time for games. Well, detective, your friend is correct. That's it? That's all you have to say? If, what are you doing? Refusing to reward his overrated reputation with easy answers. He'll know why we came when the time's right. And just like that, they vanish. And with them, the ghost, as dawn light spills into the restaurant, it begins to vaporize the spirits with its touch. Bruce, it's Clark. Bring Diana. We have a situation. Channel signal acknowledged. Over and out. Signal? I didn't hear anything. By design. I have to leave. I unlocked the door for you. For the last time, I suggest you go home. These spirits won't trouble you anymore. They weren't troubling me, but he's gone too. And I'm alone in a silence turned ugly. I'll never know if the ghosts have been trying to show me something. I no longer feel their presence. They're just fading notions in the morning light. What had he called them? Reflections and realities similar to our own, though divergent. Worlds that might have been, full of men with rippling muscles, women in capes and tights. And a Rose D'Angelo gave into her family and changed nothing. In other words, his business deals fell through. That makes her feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Batman told me to be a hero to myself. For the first time in a year, I finally realized maybe I already had been. Either way, I decided I'm a little too busy to be haunted by the past anymore. I have to go home. I like that. But last issue.
No niin.
Superman hears about wars going on as someone has abducted Captain Atom, and there's stuff going on in Kansas. Now, the blast was not the nuke. It was this. Can't believe.
Did Mark Waid ever actually give any actual explanation on how the S-Shield turned into Slash Shield?
No, just a decision, just a redesign.
Huh.
But yeah, we see Rip is talking to whoever that figure we think is the fam stranger is, saying how they've been fate shifted between nanoseconds. Good. You have to hide the truth from them, Hunter. If they learn what we know, then they'll work overtime to eliminate it, provided they can even accept it. Believe me, I'm well aware of that. God continues his mad rampage towards the 20th century. Fortunately, our failsafe is in place, thanks to the agents I dispatched through Hypertime to gather supplies. What? You gave them the power to? I lent them the power. And no more than, and no its true potential and significance than does God, who, as we've seen, wields it far more capriciously and disastrously. It was a small risk compared to the much greater one of exposing the most remarkable secret in human history. Ma! Pa! Shh! We're okay, son. Just a few burns. Your father's resting. He was more exposed. To what? What happened? My God, thousands of innocent people. What caused this? We don't know, Clark. It was, good Lord, it was as if the sky itself had caught fire for a second. It's like to have torn the skin off of us when the shockwave hit. For a moment, we were afraid someone had finally dropped the bomb. Clark, we're not, There was no radiation, was there? None of my microscopic vision can detect, Ma. You're safe, but Clark, son, what is it? Just over the horizon. I see something. I don't know the man in the helmet, but judging by the fact that he's torturing Captain Atom, I'd say that I'm about to bring a mass murderer to justice. Wait, is that kryptonite? Where would he have gotten? Ah, there's Satan now. You're fast. Unfortunately, I'm faster. Ah! From what I'm about to do, the world will forgive me for those few slain by my initial blaze, as well as those who are about to die. You are not one of them. Incidentally, you don't escape that easily. This time, unlike all the other times. I'm not going to kill you. This time, with the help of Captain Atom's nuclear energy, I'm going to accelerate the true Kansas cataclysm. Make it happen today, 20 years ahead of schedule. In such a manner that everyone will finally realize that you are responsible for history's greatest trick. So in other words, that would mean it would happen in 2018. Well, we're well past that.
Yeah, it well passed. And I actually went just flip through it because I still have the whole. I barely even remember what happened in 2018.
Right. So
because
everyone
two jobs while studying college.
Right.
So that'll do that.
So everyone will forever know the depths of the secret, ungodly evil you cloak beneath that facade of heroism and leadership, so that they will know that you, as the ultimate corrupter of biblical legend, the winged beast cast out of heaven like a falling star, unidentified by unique sigil. What I do today, I do to save mankind. Relax. I've got you. Got me.
Huh.
Who's got you? Right, go ahead, use your JLI signal device. We can't make it any worse now. Bruce, it's Clark. Bring Diana. We have a situation. This is not our vision. Circumstances are not progressing as we had planned. The price you pay for selecting a frail and unstable mind to bear your message. Do not chide us, stranger. We could not predict it, could have, and should have. Minister William devoted his life to super. Get a summary about what happened. Basically saying how each towards their own petty ends and granted him power and foreknowledge enough to hasten the destruction of Kansas, and in doing so drove William fully into madness. Worse, your combined gift gave him the unwitting access to another power beyond even yours, one that has already cost us hundreds of supermen. You think your motive's noble. I am here to tell you that nothing could be further from fact. Even now, your agent stands ready to commit genocide, all because you allowed him to believe his cause is just. And that's what brought us here. We're from your future. We don't say, ah, yes, the skeptical voice. Don't bait them, Bruce. They have every right to be suspicious. I verified their cellular structure, Batman. They're bona fide. I know you're out of your element here, but we all are. We've hoped to avoid you three so as to minimize our impact on history. But since that's no longer an option, there's one more thing you ought to know. We're not here simply to save the Earth, but to rescue my kidnapped baby boy. A son. Lois and I have a son. Then forgive my impatience. But what are we waiting for? We are warriors. Surely our combined power isn't nearly enough, Princess. Gog began this time paradox by killing thousands and further supermen 1,000 times over, effortlessly. More than muscle, we need strategy. Of course, given these circumstances, what can you offer? At this moment, not much. Perhaps this plan is this. And the plan is this: we'll mount a lightning strike to assess Gog's weakness. Superman, I take Captain Atom still unconscious, but safe. Any movement from the enemy, only a smile. He's toying with us. I don't know where he found kryptonite, but clearly he's anxious to use it. Tell us, what did Gog mean when he claimed Superman was responsible for history's greatest tragedy? What he was referring to was the terrible cost paid to day. Gog is a madman. Leave it at that. Clark, we must act. And do what, Diana? This looked like a job for Superman. But whatever we lose. Gog's already changed the future, simply by being here. Any wrong move will almost certainly erase us and all we know from reality. But we must strike to save the people of Kansas and our son in the hope he'll even still exist. Though I still can't fathom where Gog might have hidden him. Oh my God, Jonathan! God put him inside the kryptonite! Like, you monster! While there, you get the child. I'll free Captain Atom. Superman, I know you can hear me. Here's what you do. West Virginia is about 1,200 miles directly east.
You're making quite the effort to stay clear of the kryptonite, Superman. Don't bother. I don't need it. Not only have I been murdering Superman without it, but I've been taking a bit of power from each. A little trick I bled off of Amazo 2025. Heat vision! He's got heat vision! And don't give up. Keep fighting. No, we take Batman's lead. On my mark. Go! This way! And Cal, I'm nanoseconds ahead of you. Coal miner's clear. Bring him in. Follow my lead. More pressure and friction. What are you doing? Coal does me no good. I need diamond. Smart!
You!
That won't hold him. I can already hear it cracking, but it bought us some time for our rescue.
How is he? Is Captain Adams' vital signs are stable? I suggest I've signaled the JLA community to come for him. They'll back us up once they finish helping the victims God sacrificed to make its statement. I have it under control. Oh, of course you do. You really ought to learn to relax a tiny bit. You'll survive it. I did.
Oh, thank the gods, he's safe. Bruce, is he?
He seems all right. Clark's built up some immunity to kryptonite over the years. Maybe he passed that along to little Jonathan. In any event, he's a survivor, just like his.
No! For nothing. We fought for nothing. It's happening. Our timeline is fading. Our child is gone, and with them, everything we know of our world. Our child, but I don't understand any of this. It doesn't matter. Nothing does. Not anymore. We cannot be alone for the world soon. And soon we too will be but memory. But I swear by all the gods, what?
The past Wonder Woman is like holding her ears, like, don't wanna, la 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 la, not listening, la la la.
I think he's more like holding her head, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like we will not go quietly from this good earth without first tasting vengeance.
Stop fooling yourself. You protect Superman as if he were an angel. Nothing could be further from the truth. The world must know the extent of the evil it has unwillingly embraced. And if I have to write that message in your blood, I shall.
The only blood to wash this Warfield will be yours.
You killed my son. Given his parentage, I did him a favor. Still, as I have lost my patience, I will gladly reunite you.
My God, he's found you already. Hunter, where have you? This way. You can't survive this. Not alone. I've arranged help. Come with me. Hurry. No, this is no time for retreat. It is if you want to win, princess. God chose this battlefield. I give you far more advantage. Where are we? In a restaurant? I have a better question. Who are they? I see, so you're wearing the armband I gave you. That explains why you're still here. Good. God's on his way. Be ready. We've stayed to do our part, Hunter. The future is ours. We will keep it that way at all costs. Then we found the right allies. Who are they, Superman? Meet Kid Flash, daughter of Flash, Offspring, son of Plastic Man, and Nightstar and Ibn. The children of, well, let's just say friends are very familiar. Under my direction, they've been hard at work. Great Hera. At every turn, this becomes more amazing
and more dangerous. Hunter, I know this place. You can't seriously expect us to stage a showdown in the heart of Metropolis.
Not for a moment. For the protection of the city outside, effective instantly, I'm plunging this building into Hypertime. Hypertime? What's Hypertime? Greatest secret in all of creation, which is none of your business. I can't, however, tell you this. We're in this place because it's
a word of advice. Next time you run, cowards, remember to close the door behind you.
Yeah, well, we will when we take the trash out. Offspring, you wanted to be taken more seriously? Yeah, then shut up.
Hit them, Titans together. Titans, urchins.
And look out, his staff is something I've gotten quite enough of.
You honestly believe I might surrender it? Fool! It is an artifact of unimaginable force, housing the emerald energies of the guardians of the universe, the cosmic power of the source, and the magical might of Zeus and Shazam combined. You have no weapon to equal it, not one.
Batman, he's wrong. Hunter gathered the four of us kids for a reason. He had
you stalking the arena, piece by impossible piece. This isn't a restaurant. It's an arsenal. And look, it takes a chunk of him out, but he's still that invulnerable to be immune to it.
So to the flesh and left muscles.
Yep.
Well done. But once again, you underestimate the limits of my invulnerability. I will not be banished by simple dimensional transporter. Or you accomplish nothing with your pathetic gambit, Batman. Not true. I pause a moment. Attack! Do your worst! I shall not be defeated! Superman must be perished! You keep saying that. For what, God? For what am I responsible? Don't worry about it. The next few seconds are critical. For the first time we've got him on the rope. You must be held accountable for your sins. I have a mission. I cannot squander my power. I have had. I've broken your toys. You're finished. I am not. For what the world has endured, will endure. I will slay Superman, even when I spend every last remnant of my life force to do so. So shall we protect him. If you want him, God, you'd have to go through us. Diana, no, don't. That's it. Don't surrender. Can't move. Push. I can't. You have to, Cal. When God said you're responsible for a great tragedy, he was right. The Kansas cataclysm in your future, it came to pass because you went into seclusion, because you abandoned your fight for truth and justice. No, never. Because you turned your back on mankind in its hour of greatest need. Never. Because you weren't able to stop Lois from dying. Never. I promise you that I will never, and that will never happen. Not now or not ever. Must get up, and away! Hardly the epitaph I would chosen for you, but fitting in its way. Superman, look out! The blast is bouncing back, and taking God with it. So that's not a win. Not if we lost Superman. What happened to him? Hypertime. My God, he's breached the walls of Hypertime. My wristband. It couldn't save us, son. We've already changed too much history. Our future's gone, and we will be too. If this doesn't kill us first, good riddance to foul apostles. Then I did it. The devil's finally in his hell. I won. It cost me everything, but I won. Take my hand. Hurry. Don't worry. We've got you. No, I've got you. This way. What the? We're still here. And we're still here? But where's here? Somewhere beyond the barriers of time and space, Batman. An entryway to a realm unaccustomed to the gaze of mortal eyes. Now remember, by this point, no infinite Earths. None. But this was their way around it. This was their way around it with Hypertime. And look at all this. And I just point out, this was in 1998. They had artwork for Red Sun ready.
Oh.
Because remember, it didn't come out until the 2000s. Ooh. 2003. That tells you how long that book was in development.
Oh. Yeah, I remember when I covered Red Sun. I remember I said something about Mark Millar having worked on the story since he was 10 years old.
Like Tangent, the Knights of the Round Table, Our World's at War, Red and Blue, The Dark Side,
War of the Worlds. That's that.
Catwoman,
War of the Worlds.
Catwoman, Guardian of Gotham,
Yeah, Gotham by Gaslight,
Generations,
and Nail.
Nail,
Jimmy Olsen.
Superman, the one where he's in the Civil War. Tangent again, 2 Tangent ones.
Huh. Variations.
Yeah. But welcome to Hypertime. What is Hypertime? The vast interconnected web of parallel timeline, which combines all reality. I believe it is the greatest secret in all creation. God's masters granted him more power than they realized. In his madness, he was able to shatter Hypertime's boundaries. He thought he was omnipotent, but he will soon learn, if he hasn't already, the possibilities of Hypertime are infinite and humble the power of any man. I've spent my entire life searching for such possibilities. I had to because, that's a story for another time. But the linear men, they've told us over and over that alternate timelines are a myth. They would. The problem with the linear men is that they are too linear. They vested in enforcing an inflexible view of reality, which is why I've had to hide this from them and their allies to keep it protected, to keep it protected until it was safe to reveal. They think orderly catalog continuity is preferable to a kingdom of wonder. Their sense of control would be splintered by the truth that the universe they oversee is actually part of the unpredictable multiverse, an infinite realm of parallel worlds. Your reality, as you know it, has taken different twists and turns. Where fallen allies live on, where tragedies can be turned to triumph. It is magnificent, and it is like anything really is possible. When you had us gather weapons, we never dreamed we were traveling through this.
How does it? How does it work? Off the central timeline we just left, events of importance often cause divergent and tributaries to branch off the main time stream. But what's astounding is that there's far more to it than that. On occasion, these tributaries return, sometimes feeding back in the central timeline, other times overlapping it briefly before charting an entirely new course. Hence why you'd have moments of deja vu, like an old friend is suddenly recalled after years. This is a way of explaining stuff like how Dark Knight Returns influenced Batman and all that. All the influence was because of Hypertime rubbing back against it.
Yeah, that was then.
Yep.
Now it's just because.
Yep. No matter what just happened and what we saw as our past, we still exist. That's why they really exist. But if we're still alive, then so too is your child. He's perfectly safe, the child of 3 uniquely archetypal parents. He's the living alchemy of imagination and wonder. Given his heritage, he was the first and only infant ever born with the power over a Hypertime, into which he vanished instinctively when threatened. And to arrive in your arms. Why? For a moment, I thought you were a fan stranger. Come out of the shadows. Do I know you? Not yet, but you will someday. Mother. Now, why is present-day Wonder Woman muttering Jonathan?
Yeah, I think that's a mistake.
Our time here has ended. Our work here is done, save for one final test. We do indeed fade, not into oblivion, but into our own kingdom, where we belong, where we'll be safe. Will we be ever able to find this place again? Explore Hypertime, navigate if need be? The road is hard and fraught with peril, but I promise you, your understanding of Hypertime is just beginning. And unfortunately, not many people picked up on it. And you, will you be real and certain in our future? Perhaps, and perhaps not. Now more than ever, you know the magic of it all. Each and every one of us, we're all stories, simply waiting to be told. Just imagine, not even we fully knew all these millennia to have been so short-sighted, the very reality over which we claim supreme knowledge. What now are our responsibilities? Your first responsibility is to this innocent who was the puppet of your arrogance. I command you to repair the damage you have done to this man. How dare you speak to us like how dare you have little regard for the humanity you each once knew? Redeem this man or face a wrath that I promise you would stagger even his. An empty threat. No, she has every right to address us in that manner. In the face of all we have seen today, all the courage, all the promise, perhaps it's time we learned humility anew and reforged our bond to the human race. For the glory of its true identity has just begun. For all he had done, he deserved heaven, not prison. But now at long last, he knows it isn't the jail he once believed it to be. Now he knows there's a door. There's a door, even if he's not going to use it. Not today, anyway. So yeah, weak sequel.
Yeah, kind
but
of.
Good ideas.
Yeah, good ideas, and can also recognize why Mark Wade would override it.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. They wanted to bring in Hypertime. It's something he and Grant had worked on. Hypertime was a great idea, a great replacement for the multiverse. But no one used it, and unfortunately, it was too complicated.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
You can't catalog everything that happens in the different timelines and the alternate futures.
I gotta say, the multiverse is a simpler idea. But what did you think overall of this story? Like, what were your favorite parts, and which part did you not like?
Well, the GOG's part was that when it comes to the villain's motivation, you could say that you could probably get a picture, but not the full picture in how it was supposed to be thought up. And when it comes to, it's a great also to see older versions interacting with younger versions. That's also
right.
Yeah. It's not exactly a great big thing, but to see
I
it
do
again,
like, but I say the idea of them feeling this is going to be Armageddon, and then of course it like turns out womp womp. No, not going to happen. But I did like the idea. Everyone's thinking it was going to be Armageddon. That had potential.
Joo.
Okay, can we agree though? The best story was Offspring, hands down.
Yeah.
I would say Offspring, Planet Krypton, and then Kid Flash were the three best. Not counting the start and ending.
Yeah. Although the Planet Krypton thing is also its validity and place in the continuity is also kind of harder to pinpoint, because if it's supposed to be set in the present day, Booster never actually had any restaurants.
Actually, no, he did eventually.
How long did he have it?
Not long. Besides, it's playing off of Planet Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
Remember that?
You okay? Yeah, I think I remember, but it's not. There's another phase of that passed away.
But okay, Gog was a good threat, I would say. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Although
a force of nature that was given a direction where to go.
But the Quintessence were idiots. I'm sorry, they were idiots.
Yeah, they were.
But I did like the interactions between the two Supermen, but not much was done.
Yeah, because they were busy with a fire they needed help to put out, essentially.
Exactly, and not a fan of Superman and Diana's son becoming this Hypertime Superman.
No, you can actually. It's not. But Phantom Stranger was present
in the first issue. But then this guy took over.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is sound, but I'm just not a fan of it. But I would say this: Nightstar, Offspring, Kid Flash were good characters. Ibn, not so much, but
yeah. Well, Ibn has been reborn as Damien by now.
Yep, but again, the idea of Hypertime was a good one, but it just this whole story. Now, I would say the artwork was not bad overall.
Yeah, it was kind of serviceable. Mike Zeck
did this one. We had Barry Kitson doing the Planet Krypton one. We had Frank Quitely doing Offspring.
Oh yeah, that looked like that worked.
Mark Pagliardi doing Kid Flash. Brian Apthorpe doing that. Some of these artists I've never heard of, but they did a good job here regardless.
Yeah.
Matt Haley.
What happened to them? Where do they work now?
Hold on. Let me check if they have done anything else.
Because obviously they had potential in what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. Let me check some of these. And then Ariel Olivetti did the first Kingdom issue, and Jerry Ordway did the GOG issue.
Oh,
they're still doing stuff.
Huh.
Well, at least this one guy, Matt Haley. Matt Haley's the one who did the Earthworld's Finest.
Yeah, huh?
That was a great book.
Ooh.
Nope. Looks like Polly Harley did some GLA issues.
Yeah.
And Dr. Fate and Mortal Kombat X and Spectre. Oh, wait. No, wait. No, I don't think so. I think those were done others. I hate when it does that. Astro did a couple of Batman issues, but nothing. Nope. Nothing recent. So it's like of all of them, it was Matt Haley who stuck around longer.
Yeah.
But again, this had some sparks to it, but not that great.
Yeah, it's a sequel that was made too soon.
Way too soon and not really needed. And there's a reason why after this, all they've been doing has been not backpedals, but
Building blocks.
building blocks, yeah.
Or stepping stones.
Or preludes or interludes.
Yeah.
Because that's where you have a lot of it more. You don't need... Now, I would say, I didn't mind seeing the future we did see before God went attacking everything. And heck, William's idea was not all that bad. Would you agree with that? You know, William's idea about doing something for Superman.
Yeah, in the other.
You know, like they're doing something to worship him, just going a little overboard, but.
Yo, it's surprising that they didn't go anywhere. Like, did he skip the whole UN incident?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't even reference that.
Nee.
Just.
Yeah, and that would be said that William's existence in all cases is a character who is moved by the story instead of him moving on his own as a free agent.
Exactly. But since I've already gone over this with Raymond long ago, I'll show you what was done and how they handled Gog and during Chuck Austin's run.
I did not in Action Comics. Yeah, I think some years ago when I was binging through some different series on a Real Comics or online. I think I went through some of these stories.
Yep. Oh wait, he didn't appear in this issue. Let me move to the next issue. Like I said, but him tying it into Hours at War was a good idea. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that part about Clark got demoted at his job.
Stupidly. Like I said, Ivan Rice's artwork is so good here.
Yeah. That's
incredible artwork wasted on a horrible writer.
Yeah. And they don't draw Superman like that anymore. Because that Superman is huge now.
Yeah.
How he's drawn here.
Exactly.
Like he's more, you could say he's still muscular, but more lean-bodied.
Exactly. Not barrel-chested. Would you agree with that? Like, not barrel-chested.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
yeah. I want to think that David Korswell could probably look the same if he had more similar suit like this instead of the whole New 52 inspired Fortnite Superman costume.
Right. But I know you just meant to show you then how it ended. Oh yeah, Repo Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the two issues when they brought Prius back from Godfall. But this is when they had another writer show up. But I love this end. You think it was going to be Doomsday? Nope, he makes an army of himself.
And I'll let it play, but I think I remember what happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a montage of events that happened.
Yeah, but then we see
I recall something like this.
And then we see him decide to play a game of what will Superman do to give up his morals? And nothing. He never does. And Doomsday actually becomes a hero.
A lot of different actors became and
yeah. But basically,
I remember this part. It's all coming back to me. I think about all the Superman and like this some future mess up, and then it's some cosmic mess up that happens again and again, and then it resets everything back to status quo.
I would say this: since this was not Chuck Arthur who wrote this I didn't mind for handling of Gog here. Would you agree with that? Him making an army of himself from different points in history. But yeah, but then they set it up there, and then Jeff Johns would completely rework it.
Yeah.
Like he basically would have it be instead I think Jeff Johns ignores what Chuck Austin did here and instead broad strokes what the Kingdom did, but then have it be that, played out differently, of course.
Yeah, and somewhat influenced by Kingdom Come also because...
Yeah, he combined it. He combined the Kingdom with this Gog stuff. Because he mentioned how Gog poisoned him with kryptonite, which he did in this story. But he mentioned how he was a pastor. Claiming that, and then they was like said, we had visions of of our future. Which we know that's not what happened, but again, for what that was, I think Jeff Johns made sense out of something that Chuck Austin should never have done.
Yeah,
but again, overall, this is the weekend we're going to be covering of this stuff. Would you agree with that?
It's up.
This is definitely the weakest of what we've been covering.
You can tell you gotta just have just cherry pick Offspring out and somewhat integrate the character into the JLA run with plastic and try to come to grips with it.
Yeah, but next time, Peek and I will be going over Thy Kingdom Come. That may be a two-parter. I don't know yet. Because that's a lot
how
of
many issues was that?
Just a moment. Thy Kingdom Come.
Ultras. Do you need to pay extras for those?
No. Those are for the trades.
Okay.
So from issue 9, because that's the lead into it, from 9 all the way up to 21, 20, I think 22. From 9 to 22. And the 3 specials. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
You can also wait 23 minus 9 they gets to.
Yeah. Let me just double check. Hold on.
Okay, 21 minus 9 the
No. It's more, it's not just 21. It's Yep, 22 was the ending.
22 minus 9, that goes to 13 plus the bonus.
3 extra size one. So that's 16 issues.
All right.
I mean, we might be able to pull that off. We've done longer, but who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we'll be going over, because what I still like about this story is just the idea that it's Superman after the bomb hit, but he thinks his world is dead. Which makes sense. And then thus he's now living on the mainstream Earth for the time being, thinking that, trying to feel like, I just want to live here, do better for this world.
Yeah, but they didn't actually do it in a whole reverse isekai kind of way that someone from another world comes to live in the other world. He was almost of a one-on-one storyline among many other storylines that were also happening at the same time.
True, but they did represent him in Final Crisis, remember?
Yeah, that's where he was also.
Which made no sense, because he said he's MIA, which tells me they didn't know he went back home.
Nee,
I might get the Starman forgot to tell him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is where we get introduced to Gog.
Yeah.
The actual Gog.
Yeah, let's go through that and then compare it to some other isekais that have done the same premise.
Yep, and then we'll eventually get into the world's finest issues with Boy Thunder and then the Return to Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
So until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
And may your heart joka elinkin.